Hi there, we're Andy and Svetlana. In the summer of 2021 we packed our dogs in the car and made our way to Greece to start our new life as liveaboards on a sailboat. This is our journey. I hope you enjoy it, and please like and subscribe. Okay, morning guys. So, middle of January, we've just come back from little Vathy. We stayed there for a few nights for a gale. Here in Nidri and Vliho, it's been blowing sort of 50-60 knots. Little Vathy, it was quite comfortable actually. We were on the town quay stern too. When the wind changed direction, because it was coming from the south, when it came from the sort of southeast, it started to blow crosswise. We had the engine running for better part of the morning, just keeping us off the quayside while the wind died down slightly. We got a lull and we moved on to side 2 by the tavernas, and then the wind got back up again and it was quite comfortable. So we've now moved back to Nidri Town Quay, ostensibly to charge the batteries, because they've never had a full charge since we put them in, and it's taking forever, literally forever. It's taken about €30 on cards so far, and the trouble is that with this Renogy inverter charger, the only way to actually charge the batteries is to actually have the inverter on when you're on shore power, and then the charge light starts flashing. If you turn the inverter off, it stops charging, which is a pain, because it means that when you run out of credit, then the inverter's on, so it starts discharging the battery, which is not really what I want. So we're having to babysit it through to a full charge. In the meantime, I've got other jobs to do. So our cooker has seen better days. This is original to the boat, and at the moment only one of the burners is working. The rest of them are kaput, and I've tried cleaning them. I've tried taking the jets out and decoking them and what have you, and it's not worked. And the oven's packed in ages ago, so it's becoming a pain in the neck. So here's our replacement, and I've gone for exactly the same make. It's the same model, but it's the newer version, which means that the burners are actually inverted, so the big burners at the front and the 2 little burners at the back. On the website the dimensions of this are identical. In reality this is narrower by about 30mm, which is a bit of a pain, but hopefully there are some spaces in here that will make up the difference, because what I wanted to do was just slot this in using the same gimbal mounts, and I'm not sure if that's possible or not, but we'll get the old one out, and then we'll see what happens. So today, instead of making a cup of coffee, I've bought a cup of coffee, so we're going to have that and then get started basically ripping this cooker out, and hopefully we should have a new cooker. Now might be a good time to hit the thumbs up button if you could. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, which in turn helps our channel, and it doesn't cost anything, so we'd much appreciate it. Okay, so what better way to test this thing than to have a cup of tea? Good, start putting stuff away. Okay, so while this kettle's boiling, let's go through. There's some things I like about this new cooker, and some things I don't. So, bearing in mind it's exactly the same brand, we deliberately went for the same brand because I thought it would fit in the slot correctly. I've been back and checked on the website, and the dimensions are wrong. So, but thankfully I've been able to make it work. So I've got the plastic mounts here as spacers, and I've got a wooden mount here as a spacer, and I've been able to actually get it to fit just about perfectly as a result of that. The quality of this, well, you can tell the accountants have got involved. It's much thinner metal than the old one. I liked the wooden handle on the old one. This has now got a stainless handle, but it's got a lock here, so you can't open it unless you push the button, which is quite nice. Okay, obviously we've now got the little sort of sparkly things so that these things light without having to use the lighter, which is nice. How long that's going to last I don't know, because it did take a little bit to just get them going. These are much cheaper cast iron, so whereas our old stove has lasted us, well, it's been on the boat since it was built, so that's 23 years, nearly 24 years. This one, there's no way it's going to last 24 years. I'm pretty sure that, in another 4 or 5 years time that'll be ready for replacement. And when you consider that this was just over €2,000, there were cheaper ones out there, but I deliberately went for the same make because of the dimensions and everything else. That's a little bit of a disappointment, but it works. The other thing was a little bit of a disappointment is this pan holder here is the wrong way around. So they've sent us 2 of these ones instead of a pair. So I've had to put it on upside down to get it to work. So it's not quite right. But overall, I'm quite happy. We've now got a working cooker. So yeah, first meal on that is going to be a roast dinner, I think, to check out the oven. So yeah. Roast chicken dinner. So the vegetables are all ready. Chicken's in the oven. The only thing that could possibly let us down is I think the gas bottle's running low. I'm going to have to change it. But let's see how we get on. So my roast dinner was an unmitigated disaster. It appears as though there's not enough gas getting to the cooker. So although it cooked the chicken and the roast vegetables, and it cooked the garden peas, it didn't even start to boil the potatoes, so they cooked after we've had the meal. So I've got to work out now why this cooker is not getting gas properly. So we have a on-off switch here, which is electric, and according to the owner's manual, the solenoid to turn it on and off and the regulator are all in the stern locker. So we're going to take that apart and see what we've got. So this is the gas bottle coming in. I've turned this off, so I should be able to undo this. This is the gas coming out, so I should be able to undo this. This is the solenoid with the wires that come through here and up into the solenoid. So, and then I presume that this must be where the tap is here. So it's going to be interesting. So let's get cracking. Looking at it more closely, I don't need vice grips. Basically the bit I want is this. It's held on by these 4 screws here. That should take that panel off. So I'm going to try that. Okay, it's a spring. Shit. Got that. So this is the regulator, I think. I think someone's had this off before. And then this is the solenoid. This was loose. Right, I'm going to take this inside because I'm in danger of losing bits here. So I'll take it inside and take a look at it. Okay, so I've taken this off. This looks absolutely fine. It's not cracked or stiff at all. So I'm going to pop this back. Got to make sure I get the holes lined up. Because this thing goes in a little hole there. So I'm going to find that. It's not easy to do this when you're bobbing up and down. in the dinghy. That's it, that's in the hole. So that's that back in place. And there's no seal, which I find a bit weird, but there you go. But there is this spring which sits sort of here, so in there like that, and this is this way around, so it actually lines up again with that hole. Like that. I'm not doing these up really tight just yet because I want to get the other bolts, the other nuts in first. Bolts, screws, whatever these are, before I tighten everything up. Right, now I can tighten them up. Okay. So now this thing, which goes that way around, or does it go that way around? I'll have to look at the footage. Yeah, he went that way around because that was on the inner side, so it's like that. Like that. Like this. So it was like that, and then this on here. And that's the only bolt I've had to undo so far. Okay, so this pressure gauge is useless, that doesn't work, I don't think. I'm not hearing anything, I'm not smelling anything. This pipe is kinked. That's not going to help, is it? I don't want to bend it too much. kinked there. Don't try this at home, kids. That's better. It's opened it up. So this sits in here. Like that. Well, it should do. Like that. And I think what's happened is somebody has opened this up at some point in the past and moved everything around and bent the pipe. Now that's not the reason why we've had poor gas, I don't think, but it's part of the reason. It's like a contributory factor. And I don't know if I fixed it or not, to be honest, but I want to just see if this will go back on, and I think it will. So I think if I just fasten this back on. So I need to get one of those. This pipe here, this looks as though it's actually a rubber join. It is, the pipe bends. So I need to probably get something to repair that with. Maybe see about getting a new regulator, potentially. Well, that's fastened in. Nice. Right, get rid of this dog hair while we're at it. I don't know how we managed to get dog hair here, but we do. It's the price you pay for living with dogs. Dog hair gets everywhere, and then you've got to clean it out. Okay, so I don't really think I've done a lot other than just dekink that pipe slightly. That's open. So we'll go back and check it. Well, it still lights anyway. There's 2. 3. I still don't think that flame is where it should be at all. So when I turned that off, did you see that? Look, I'm just turning the gas on one of the burners. Time for a cup of tea. So it's wet and miserable, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is why Somebody's spending the day in bed.
Not all day.
Not all day, no. The girls love it. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to make some sausage sandwiches. Actually, I could do sausage and mash, couldn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Benefits of having some mashed potato from left over from last night. That's it for another video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button and notify so you'll get notified of our new videos. Why not take a trip over to Ko-fi or Patreon? If you're on Patreon and you're a member, you get to see them a little bit earlier. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.